to the podcast.
All right. That shit was goofy. Only me and Josh is gonna know what the hell that shit even means. Hopefully that came out okay.
We'll see.
We'll see. I hope you guys are doing.
We'll try to do that more often.
Yeah, we're just gonna have goofy ass intros from now on. I'm sorry the podcast is a little late. Me and Josh been pretty busy past couple of days. But yeah, hope you guys are doing okay. We say this every single episode. Hope you guys had a good week. I had a boring ass week. Nothing to really talk about for me. Josh, anything interesting happened to you this week in your life?
No, not really. It was just an average work week, same old. I got back into playing Skyrim this week, son. So that's fun getting back into that and doing some of the old quests, just the memories. We were playing that. We were playing that when we were young.
Yeah, balls haven't even dropped yet. Playing.
Exactly.
Oh my God, Josh! Did you do the Dark Brotherhood quest?
Yeah. I remember.
They just decided I was worthy, bro. I got in.
Oh my God, I got in. Everybody gets in, but yeah, had a pretty boring week, honestly. But yeah, we have a few topics. We actually have everything written out and stuff this time, so there's gonna be no complications. Last week there was a little hiccup, but we're good. So Josh, that explosion in Beirut, do you think that was intentional? Do you think it was an attack? Do you think that it was just chemical related, warehouse related? Do you think that me personally, I think that something that big is probably an attack. That's just my opinion. I haven't really read up on it anymore. I don't think that they've released any new info on it.
Yeah, it's like they picked it up and they fell off.
Yeah. I mean, that's just kind of how the news is. They pick up stuff and then they'll just do away with it. I mean, that's kind of what CNN does.
I mean,
but what about you? Do you think it was intentional?
If it was intentional, here's the thing, if it was in fact an ammonium nitrate explosion, somebody had to have known that there was 2,500 or 25,000 tons or however much ammonium nitrate there was. And apparently It was improperly stored, but you don't just improperly or accidentally mis-store that much ammonium nitrate.
No.
So if it was, if somebody were to have set the fire and it was intentional, somebody said something about a missile had hit, like somebody had some kind of thermal video of some kind, or they had reverted the images to where it showed like thermals inside the video or something like that. And apparently, I guess the theory was that they were using that fire as a smoke screen to where nobody could see up in the sky, and they say the theory is that somebody shot a missile to allow that initial, or to allow it to explode or whatever it may have hit. But there's not much conspiracy behind it other than that I know of. But it's definitely a tragedy, and it's definitely sad. My prayers go out to everybody out there. What was that was out in Lebanon, right?
Yeah, it was
Beirut, Lebanon.
It was like right there off of the coast.
Yeah, it was on like the.
If you guys haven't seen the video, that video it's terrifying. That explosion was huge. I haven't seen an explosion that big on video in a while. It was definitely scary. I hope that everybody recovers over there. But yeah, I guess America's gonna help out as much as they can with everything. I can't remember how many people died. I think it was 60. Like about 45 to 50 minutes after everything happened, they confirmed that it was about 60. I'm assuming by this point it's at least doubled, maybe even more. So yeah, it's definitely sad. Do you have anything else to say about it?
No, not really. I don't have any other kind of conspiracy thoughts on it or anything, but I mean, I'm very curious to know what other discoveries will be made in the future. Like if they find out if it was like an inside job, or if they find out, somebody's got to be penalized for it. Because
Oh, yeah, definitely.
whether it was a improperly stored ammonium nitrate supply or not, somebody's going to face consequences.
I just don't know how you can improperly store something as important as that.
Well,
that
and something in
just-
that high of quantity, you know, when you have like
Yeah.
2,500 or 25,000 tons of anything, you don't just not think about where the fuck you're putting it, right? I mean,
Yeah, I just don't really believe that story. I think it was somebody a la Akbar that shit just ran in there like I really think that happened, me personally. But next topic, we're gonna be talking about hurricane season. It's predicted to be pretty active this year. Hurricane season's always scary. I mean, we live in Tennessee, so we're good. Most that we'll get is just some storms, some rain. That's all we'll get, really.
maybe a tornado.
Yeah, I mean,
Very
we live in
rarely.
a valley though, so even if a tornado came here, it wouldn't last that long. It's not going to do that much damage. Just in the area that we live in East Tennessee, so like middle to East Tennessee.
My address and social security number is.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, hurricanes are definitely scary. I'm glad that I've never had to deal with one. I know that one storm was hitting the coast of Florida. I haven't read up too much on it to see, but the thing that always made me laugh about hurricanes is the names. They Hurricane Jaquez is coming down. He's gonna rip shit up. Like,
Yeah, damn. Jaquez really tore that shit up, didn't he?
yeah.
That's fucked
And I
up.
remember Irma, like when Irma came around like a few years back, it just sounded like a pissed off white lady, like a pissed off overweight white lady, and that's exactly what that hurricane acted like. Like, and then Katrina, like she was ghetto, like she ripped all kinds of shit down.
Flooded
I know
all the
people
streets.
died. I know that people died for it. I'm just making fun of the names, not the hurricanes themselves. I just think it's funny how I don't know if they use a name generator or something. I don't know. I'm just waiting for them to come out with a Hurricane Isaiah. That'd probably be the end of days right there. I don't know. Hurricane Josh, I think that'd be a little, I don't know. That'd be like a North Carolina hurricane, I think. Me personally.
I don't even
Yeah.
know what that means. I'm just gonna be a North
guys
Carolina
can't-
hurricane. Why can't I be a Texas hurricane?
Why can't I be a Texas hurricane? Wait, hold up.
Can we say hurricanes from Texas or down?
Oh my goodness. When I was thinking about there for a second, I was like, does Texas even get hurricanes?
I mean, they
Yes,
got the
they
Gulf
get
of Mexico. They got some Gulf of Mexico type shit going on, man.
Yeah. I had to think for a couple of seconds.
It's all good, bro.
Um,
Honestly,
Louisiana.
California and Texas being as big as they are, there's no way that they're not going to encounter some kind of tropical storm at some point or hurricane because, you know, being as
Each
big
year.
and being as
Yeah.
sizable of a state and being right there, like having, you know, coastlines around your state, you know, you're going to have a lot of and those are heavily, heavily residing areas or heavily resided
Oh.
areas.
they better enjoy that while it lasts, because California just gonna drop off into the ocean one day. So
Yeah, a lot of Texas is built on swamps and shit too, man. Like Austin, Texas. I think Austin, Texas, or if I'm reading that right, or if I'm remembering that right, Austin, Texas sinks like 2 or 3 feet a year, and it's because it's all on top of a big swamp.
yeah, they just have so many earthquakes out there in California that they have one like every day.
Yeah.
I thought that an earthquake happened over here it was like a week and a half ago, but it was 2 18-wheelers colliding right here like 100 yards away from me, and then they
shit.
flipped. It shook my whole house. It was terrifying.
Holy shit, dude. There was
Yeah, I never told
apparently
you about that.
apparently there was another hurricane somewhere nearby us. Not hurricane, I'm sorry, an earthquake. There's like a 5.1 magnitude earthquake somewhere nearby us, and I can't remember if it was in North Carolina or if it was in Kentucky.
Kentucky. But I don't know. I've always thought that the names of hurricanes were so funny. Like Hurricane Tyrone is on his way to your
they're gonna get bored eventually. Be like, Hurricane Brad, I guess. Like, guys, come on, like that.
Hurricane Letitia. Let's go. All right, so Josh, you want to start us off on the next topic? Because I think you're a little bit more informed on that one than I am, personally.
Sure, man. Give me just a second. The notes just locked up on me. There we go. So, basically, guys, I'm not, this is probably going to piss a few people off, but I don't really mind. If you're a Bernie supporter, you're probably slightly brain dead anyhow. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry, but if you're a Bernie Sanders fan, then I want you to listen to this. And I know it sounds good in theory, I guess, when you've got that much money to tax rich people, but Bernie Sanders is a huge hypocrite for one. He wanted to make sure there was no millionaires and no billionaires in the world, and then all of a sudden he becomes a millionaire, and now he's only against the billionaires. He only wants to tax the billionaires now. So basically, what he's introduced has been called it's called the Make Billionaires Pay Act. Super creative title, by the way, Bernie. That took a lot of brain power. I accommodate you for that. Now, basically, guys, what this imposes is a one-time 60% tax on wealth gains made by billionaires between March 18th, 2020 and January 1st, 2021. This would reduce Bill Gates' net worth by around 30 to 40 billion and Bezos by probably 50 billion, 60 billion dollars. Now that's on their net worth. Now, I don't know if that would necessarily. I don't know if they're taxing them or if they're taxing the companies, because it says it's a revenue, it's a wealth gain thing. Now, here's the thing, me coming from a financial standpoint, if these billionaires, if this were to go through, which I'm pretty friggin' sure it's not, I'm pretty sure it won't go through. If it were to go through, though, really all you had to do is sell a bunch of shares in your company or something like that, or whatever it might be. If you're not making as many wealth gains or something like that, or if you were to cut your salary or whatever it would be, you could really dampen the effects of that and still be worth much more. I think if Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos were smart about it, they could maybe only have to sacrifice half of what they may be losing. But needless to say, it's still a ridiculous thing.
Not to mention that. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. Go ahead, man. What do you guys say?
Not to mention that if you support him, he's not going to be elected, because if anything, he'll just help out Joe Biden if Joe Biden gets elected.
He endorses Biden big time.
Yeah,
and he's a fucking idiot too.
Pretty much, if you support Joe Biden, you'll support Bernie as well, or vice versa. But
they're both
if you support his ideas, that's pretty much just socialism. So, like, if Joe Biden gets elected, for example, which I don't think that any of these policies would go through. They have to go through so many different. They just have to go through so many different steps. Look at how long it's taken us to get another stimulus. So, do you really, just put this in perspective, like, Josh, would you want to live in a society where there's not a single person above you or below you? It's just everybody has a set amount of money.
No.
And pretty much
no.
At that point, it's just going to start chaos. And you think that right now is bad. Look at what's happening in Venezuela. Some of these other countries that practice socialism, they're being burned to the ground as we speak right now.
I'm glad
People getting killed.
I'm glad you brought that up, and I'm glad you asked too. If you have everybody on an even pay grade, everybody's on the same pay grade, pays the same taxes, has the same expenses, there's no incentive to do anything other, like, why would I go be a doctor and work my ass to the bone when I could go make the same amount at McDonald's?
The same amount of money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not worth it. Nobody's there. You're gonna lose all of your doctors. You're gonna lose all of your dentists. You're gonna lose a lot of really important industries. You're gonna lose all your mechanics. Shit. I wouldn't want to do my job, when I could go mop floors for the same amount of money. I don't care. I would rather, I'd rather watch somebody shit for $40,000 a year rather than work my ass off for $40,000 a year. I mean, there's no incentive to do anything greater than sit on your fucking ass at that point.
Yeah, and they're wanting to give us, you know, he's wanting to free healthcare, free education, free everything, pretty much. So it sounds great, right? When you think about, oh, free healthcare, free education, that sounds great, right? But our country was built on hard workers. So I think that if that were to happen, our country would just turn into a bunch of bombs. Just simple as that. And our country would be destroyed from the inside out.
Yeah,
it already has been started to go that way. Our country's being destroyed from the inside out right now. I mean, hell, you can post the most vulgar thing, like threatening somebody to death or something on Twitter, but the second that somebody posts something about Donald Trump, oh hell, no, we can't have that. Nope, cancel culture. Like, that's just the world we live in right now. There's a difference between using free speech and spreading false information. Big difference. Now, let me just get that straight. If you're going to say something, post something, please educate yourself first. Please fact check yourself first before you post it, or you're just going to make yourself look stupid. You're going to make other people look stupid because they're going to read your post and they're going to be like, oh, well, I seen this one thing on the internet. It must be true. No, that's just not how it works. Sorry, I kind of went on a rant there, but I'm just so tired of... I don't care what a president did or does in his spare time. I vote for the policy. I don't vote for the person. Like, people need to get that straight. I don't care what you do on the side. That's between you and God. That's between you and whoever. Like,
well, within
I
reason.
don't care.
Within reason. You know, if like our president was a pedophile, I mean, I'd be totally against that shit. Like on some Jeffrey Epstein type shit.
But I mean, shoot, if he's a billionaire. Of course he's had women and stuff in his past. Of course he's had moments. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Of course he's had moments in his past. Like, I mean, good Lord. If you remember that, the thing where he said, oh, I'm a celebrity. You just go up to him and grab him by the, you know.
Yeah.
You should hear locker room talk. Locker room talk makes that look cute. Like, you should hear some of the things that
LeBron's probably
any
said
other
some
man
colorful
says.
shit. Yeah, I was gonna say LeBron and D Wade have probably had some vulgar combos in the locker room, bro.
Yeah, they've probably had some really, but nobody recorded it. If they did, they didn't post it because they're not president. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Me personally, I didn't want to get on a defend Donald Trump debate, but I mean, if you've listened to any of these podcasts, obviously I'm voting for him. This is gonna be the first time I vote, so yeah, I think it's gonna be a landslide. Me personally, it kind of needs to be a landslide if we want to keep our country from, you know, imploding. So, but yeah, I don't know if you have anything more to add to that, Josh, but I just kind of wanted to go on that little rant real quick.
No, I'm glad you said all that stuff. All that stuff needs to be said. But once again, guys, being, you know, it sounds everything, you know, as far as socialism, you know, it kind of sounds good in theory, but like I said, there's no incentive to be a doctor. You're going to lose a lot of the major things that you're going to need in life, and that's why places like Venezuela are falling apart, and the military are literally killing and running over their own citizens because they won't get out of the street because they're angry, they're lost, they've got nothing. I mean, and it blows my mind, but that's enough of that crap, you know.
The Green Deal too. Oh my gosh,
that's not gonna happen, dude. We wouldn't
$90 trillion in debt over the next 10 years.
No, we wouldn't live to see that shit happen, dude. We wouldn't. That Green Deal, like, no, it's not. It wouldn't happen. It couldn't happen.
Yeah, well, that's enough of the political stuff. We'll probably talk about something political every podcast because that's just what's important.
Well, the next subject has a little bit of politics to it, and it's kind of on the same subject too. And I kind of did some research on this, Isaiah, so you might find this interesting to know. So you know how like a lot of people are on unemployment right now?
Yeah, getting paid more than I am.
Right. The IRS is paying people more than what they were making at their previous job. But here's the thing, Isaiah. The reason for that is when you start paying people a higher income, they're still going to be in a tax bracket. They still got, and as a result of that, you may have to pay the IRS back some of that money that you've been getting for your unemployment. So it's just like if you made $40,000 a year or something like that, you may have to pay. If the IRS feels like you didn't pay enough tax, they'll be like, oh yeah, you guys, you owe me like $500 or $1,000 this year or something like that. It just depends on how much you make and how much you were taxed or whatever. Anyway, if you get all your IRS money and you're being comfortable with it, you should probably still be treating it like it's your regular income, because the extra that they're paying you, you're probably going to have to dish back. And I know it sounds crazy, but you're not working, you're on government assistance, so they can really tax you whatever the hell they want. So I mean, whether if you get $3,000 a month or $4,000 a month from the IRS on unemployment, you better be saving half that, because they may be imposing a 10% return tax on that. You may have to pay $4,000 back, or whatever. Make sure that you're saving some of that. Don't go and spend it all because you feel like the government's giving you money. I can live more comfortably now. Treat it like it's your regular income. Still save it, and if you have to pay the government some back at the end of this year, go on and do it. But don't splurge on this government titty, okay? Don't get carried away on the government titty. Okay, the milk can go bad any day.
I didn't know for sure if you said titty or pity at first.
No.
I was just like, all right, I'll keep it to myself.
Quit sucking the government titty. No.
And I was like, all right.
The milk goes bad eventually. One day, the milk will go bad. But
and another thing, they're already talking about how we may have to pay back the first stimulus. So just imagine for people that are getting $600 a week, like, they're gonna have to pay some of that back. Now, if you're somebody that, unfortunately, like, you work at a smaller business or something like that, and your store or wherever you work had to be shut down, and you lost your job, that's unfortunate, yes. But there's, like I said in one of the past podcasts, I don't remember which one it was, people are literally doing something to get fired, and then they just live off of unemployment. So, I don't know. Me integrity, I could not do that, me personally. One, I have to work to survive, me personally. Just not working and getting paid, it just makes me feel weird. I don't know.
anyway,
it's kind of triggering to think about.
Yeah,
honestly,
we'll talk about
people.
We'll talk about more, lighthearted shit. But yeah, I get what you're saying though. It is. I don't know how somebody could really get comfortable with that.
That's what's dangerous. People are getting too comfortable with it. But I mean, jobs are on the come up again. The unemployment rate's going down pretty rapidly right now, so that's good.
Yes.
But yeah, there's still people out there that are just too comfortable. Like, I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, you can just sit around all day and just chill, not do anything, and get paid more than most of the people in the country. Like,
I mean, I'd be down, but I mean, I would feel guilty.
Exactly.
I mean, we're paying for that in a way. Like, we're after all the stimulus
exactly.
stuff.
Our tax money. Every single time we buy a Dr. Pepper or some shit, and it's paying for them.
Yeah. This tax-free weekend, I didn't get enough out of this tax-free weekend, man.
I know, right?
But yeah. But by the way, guys, this is episode 10 of the talk show. We've gone through 10 of these already. We were surprised. We talked about this last time, how we couldn't believe it was the 9th one. It feels like we've been doing this for no time. And here it is, episode 10. You guys are still with us. We're still not seeing as many views as we want to, but that's perfectly fine. We're still going to keep doing this. We're still sharing.
It is what it is, man. People are busy right now, and a lot of views, period, have been going down on a lot of people's videos recently, I've noticed. So, but people are just busy, so that's fine. Anyway,
moving on. We're going to talk about why it's important to inspect a used car before a purchase. Even if the car is relatively new and it's got a few thousand miles on it, you might you might still get it checked out just in case. I don't care if it's got 5,000 miles on it. You might still go get it checked out. There's no telling how bad somebody's beat on something in 5,000 miles. So definitely go get that checked out. But I want to tell y'all a little story about this because basically, okay, so I work at an auto shop and I service manage there, and there was a gentleman that came in and he had just bought this 2011 Ford F-150. I remember it. It was blue, and he paid like $4,000, $5,000 for this truck. It was really clean. It looked really good, but he had bought Isaiah. He owned this truck for like 2 or 3 days. 2 or 3 days he had this truck, and he's gone. And I'm pretty sure I might have told this story on a previous podcast when we were talking about other stuff. But
no, I think you just told it to me. I'm about to sneeze.
But
Shit!
oh, bless you, dude. Damn, that was aggressive.
Oh God.
Damn.
Oh damn. It's everywhere, dude. It's all over my mic.
Oh man. Well, while Isaiah's cleaning up.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell that story. I got some business to do.
Oh, anyway. So, basically, this gentleman got here. Isaiah must have really made a mess. Oh, but this guy got here, and he came to the shop. He had paid $4,000 or $5,000 for this truck. It was really nice and clean, and he thought he got a good deal on it. The thing is, this truck had like 200,000 miles on it, Isaiah. That's a lot. That's a lot for a 2011 F-150. Like, that means somebody's been going out of the state a lot. So, here's what happened. He needed a whole new transmission. He didn't go get it checked out before he bought it, and his transmission was slinging fluid everywhere. And he needed a whole new transmission. He ended up having to spend like an extra $3,000. We put another transmission in for him, but so $8,000 later, and he's finally got it right when he thought he was getting a good deal. But I mean, $8,000 for that truck wasn't too bad anyway, but it still has a shit ton of miles on it. But regardless, that's why it's important to go get something checked out before you realize I gotta drop $3,000 into this bitch after I buy it. That's awesome, and I've had it for 3 days, even better. So, that's one reason why it's important to do. There's no telling, whether your car that you're looking at has, 25,000 miles on it, or whether it's got 250,000 miles on it. Go to a professional mechanic that you trust. Come see your boy. Hit me up, DM me if you got some questions. Anyway, but
I don't know if you guys seen that skit. He's not very good at inspecting cars. I'm just saying.
listen,
He said I had 2 transmissions in my
you
car.
do,
So I
you
don't
do,
know.
and you still do. And I told you how much it would cost.
And my damn wheels are upside down. And
No,
shit.
no, they're backwards, not upside down. See, you're twisting my words. You're making the viewers think that I don't know what I'm talking about. When
And apparently I had orange juice in my blinker fluid. Blinker fluid. I love that video. Oh shit, bro.
anyway,
If y'all haven't seen that video, go watch it for real. It's on
DWA Life, yeah.
Life. You can check the link in the description on YouTube.
but no, there's so many reasons. You can get, when it comes to any vehicle, whether it has a few, thousand miles on it or, several 100,000, go get it checked out. Let a professional mechanic look it over.
100,000.
Make sure you don't have, rats living in your shit. Make sure there's not, mice, nesting up in your intake, and make sure you don't
Orange
have
juice and your
Make sure you
window
don't
washing
have
fluid.
Exactly. Make sure your window washing fluid's not Gatorade. Make sure your oil's not honey. Make sure your engine's not upside down. All of that. So, anyway, all right. So here we go, Isaiah. I hope you've been thinking about this a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and hit it with the lighthearted topic, the super easy topic of the day. Well, not really super easy, but just our random topic of the day. But so Isaiah, if you would rather have, or would you rather have one real life get out of jail free card, or a key that opens any door in the world? Now, before you answer, I want to let you know that there are still repercussions to having a key that opens any door. Like if you were to come into my house with a key that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I wasn't expecting you there, I'd probably be pissed off, or you just there's still legal trouble you can get into. So think about, but you can do anything with this get out of jail free card. This is a get out of prison card as far as I'm, like a life sentence card as far as I'm concerned. like anything. So, would you rather have the get out of jail free card or a key that opens any door?
I was holding in the biggest laugh, bro. As soon as you said if you come into my house, I'll just come in. Josh is just sitting there eating some Captain Crunch on the couch, naked as hell. What the hell, dude? You didn't even knock. Oh my. Okay. A key that opens any door.
God.
A key that opens any door, or a get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
When you say get out of jail, you mean like I could murder like 20 people.
Yeah, there are no stipulations with the get out of jail free card.
Okay.
It's literally anything, but you can still get in serious trouble with the key. You know, somebody can still shoot your ass. You got to be really careful. You can get into a bank or whatever, any vault, any safe, any car, whatever, you know, but there are still repercussions for that.
I don't know. Either one sounds really good.
Right.
I'm kind of leaning towards the key that opens any door.
Why?
Because I don't really do anything or aspire to do anything as violent as go to
I mean, you can go to jail for
Go
some
to
dumb
jail.
shit. Like, if you wanted to do something that you've always wanted to, and you know it's kind of illegal, and you know you might go to jail for it. I mean, you know,
That's true.
if you want to jump off a bridge naked, you know, and go to jail, and then be like, yeah, well, I got this get out of jail free card, and they're like, oh shit.
God, I just You're over there talking about the key, and I'm over here like, damn, that would hurt. Jumping off a bridge into some water naked. Good lord.
My balls, where'd they go?
Yeah, my whole undercarriage would be up in my guts. Like, that shit would be painful. I don't know. I don't know. I think I would do the key that opens any door. Me personally.
But why?
I don't know. Like, there's some rich ass people. I just go through some rich ass neighborhoods, figure out their schedule, just go in there, scrounge up some things.
And you get caught, then what? You go to prison for 10 years?
I say, man, that dude gave me a key. What you think?
They don't give a shit. Then it's their key. Then it's their key.
He gave me a
You
key.
just-
It's
you
right
just
here.
lost-
See, it opens the door.
The first time
He
you
gave me
use
the
the key that could have been used for infinite things, you go and you get caught. You know, you better make sure you put that key in your asshole so you can break out of jail or
Ow.
something. Dude, I mean,
Hope that thing don't have no ridges to it. Ow.
I mean, shit, it just probably molds to the shape of any.
All right. Moving on.
Moving on.
Next.
Moving on.
Rose. I want a Big Mac. Leo, get away from the door. You've been meowing this whole podcast. All day. Every.
Yeah, I
what he
heard
sounds
that.
I really hope that you guys can hear him, low key. Hold on, I'm seriously gonna open this door and let him in. What do you want? No, come here. Come here. Say something. Say something. Say now you're shy, aren't you?
Now I don't
Say
have
something.
nothing to say.
Say something. Hey,
Wow.
say something. Come on.
Our
Now
first,
you're not saying anything.
our first guest on the podcast.
Your ass is getting thrown
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, our first guest on the podcast doesn't even have any actual input.
No, he was just so he was looking at these little waves on the screen of the audio. He's like, I don't know.
Oh man.
I want a Big Mac
With extra
with extra sauce.
Cause I'm a boss.
Cause I'm a bass.
Anyway.
What would you pick, Josh?
Oh shit. We just went full dumbass, bro. We really did. Oh man.
We need to do that more on the
Oh
podcast.
man.
Just acapella.
You know, the key that opens any door sounds really good. I would probably use it, honestly, like just in emergency situations. Like, I forgot my damn house key. Bet I got a house key. Or like, you know, I don't have a car key. Got a new car key. Or, you know, like you were saying, you
didn't
know,
think
you
about
see
it that
something,
way.
you say something you really like, bro, you can just get in there and it's yours. Anyway, I think having a get out of jail free card would be good for that situation. If you had a key that opened any door and you had a get out of jail free card, you better learn from your mistake because you've only got one.
Oh yeah, they'd be perfect together.
Yeah.
But separate?
No. A get out of jail free card would be good. But if you're going to have one get out of jail free card, you better fucking unleash hell. I mean, you better absolutely do some crazy stuff. I mean, like, I don't care if you go and you run up the biggest tab in a bar and then just punch the bartender in the face and just smash all the bottles, you know, punch every dude in the bar, you know, not saying you can't die. I'm not saying you're invincible now, but I'm saying if you wanted to and you happen to make it to jail without death at that point, you know, or whatever you do, kick in a few doors, you know, of some rich people, you know, jump out and, you know, show your penis to a few people. Who gives a shit, you know?
My God. Want to see my pickle?
Anything, bro. Anything. You can do whatever you want. You know, that it sounds good, man, but like the key that opens any door would be more practical. So I guess I would have to go with that too. But the get out of jail free card, I mean, like, you can't beat that. I mean, you can just. I mean, if you had like infinite get out of jail free cards, then that's not even. It's like a no contest. It's like a no contest.
Yeah, I would definitely go with that if that was the case. But just one, like, I wouldn't know what crime to do. Like, there's just so many options.
That's like I'm saying. You gotta go, but like you better go find the biggest bank, or you better do something. Like, anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably rob that bank that was in GTA. The Union Depository.
Oh yeah.
I know it doesn't exist. I'm just
the Onion Depository.
The Onion Depository.
Is there anything else you want to chat about, Isaiah?
Not really. I mean, this was a pretty short podcast, honestly. So if you want to come up with anything else to talk about, I'm down. But
well, all right, ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen, let me look through here and let me see what's hot on the news right now. So Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk are planning to colonize space together. They're both I'm pretty sure they're both on set with the Mars situation. What?
I'm just
What?
I'm just imagining them two just in a space shuttle. So, Jeff.
Yo, as soon as you see the image that the New York Post put on here, dude, hold on. I'm going to send you the image that the New York Post put on here for that, dude. It's so damn funny. Yo, hold on. I'm sending it to you right now. Look at that.
Jeff.
Like, that's what they put on the title, like, as the title picture.
What the hell do you want, Elon? What kind of name is Elon? Shut up, Jeff.
Oh, man.
Stupid. What kind of stupid name is Jeff? Look at these Oh, no.
You see that, man?
Oh, no.
It's good, right? It's good.
Oh, hell. Does he have a lazy eye?
Probably.
That thing don't even look real on the right side. That doesn't even...
But
this cat is yelling, bro. He's going...
Anyhow.
Loud as hell. He won't talk for y'all.
But, SpaceX... Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk.
SpaceX. How would that even work?
You can't pull out. That makes the environment dangerous. Anyway.
Everybody's getting pregnant.
Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk are they're planning to send humans to Mars by 2024. So Elon Musk, I guess the way he sees it, like from what they're describing here, is like he's got reusable rockets that are supposed to be blasting off every 2 years and transporting up to 200 passengers at a time. And ultimately, they're trying to establish an outpost of at least 1 million people, but they're still researching how the hell everybody's going to survive, because Mars is like 35 million miles away from here. So it would take 9 months to get from here to there. And I mean, the atmosphere's thinner there. I mean, there's no electromagnetic field. I mean, people are getting pounded with cosmic rays, so you'd have to stay probably inside unless you got some kind of fancy space sex suit on.
Got corresponding holes.
Open your space hole. I'll put it in your space hole. Fucking. Oh my god. Ow, you're hurting my space hole. Puncture my space hole. Oh my god.
Okay.
Elon.
So have you guys ever wondered what our conversations are like when we're not on the podcast? It's pretty much how they go.
Like I said, we got to do. Well, like you said, we got to do this more often, man. Make it more comfortable.
Yeah, because we kind of get a little too uptight sometimes, honestly. When we're talking about serious stuff, obviously, yeah, but like my ass, every single time we get off the podcast, I'm like, damn, my ass hurts, and I think I know why. It's because my ass is just so tense. Like my cheeks are just being completely pressed together like no other. Like I could break a pencil in half.
You need to stretch
shit.
you need to stretch your ass out more, bro. Oh.
Excuse me.
I said you're not doing enough ass stretching.
How am I gonna stretch my ass? Just get up and just pull one cheek?
No. Like squats.
I ain't doing that gay shit.
Man.
Anyway, oh my god, this cat is still yelling, bro. He's still yelling. He's still yelling. What do you want? There's nothing in here. If you guys have any animal that just gets on your nerves, but you just don't know what you would do without them, let me know. Yeah. Oh my god, he won't shut up. I wish that you guys could hear him, just so that you know I'm not crazy. Like, he's so loud. Josh knows how loud this cat is. He's freaking...
Actually, Isaiah's
He's got
crazy.
a microphone attached.
I try to play along with it, but he's talking to this cat all the time, and I'm always at his house, you know, every now and then. I never see any cats. There's not a single cat at that house. So, yeah. He is a little delusional, but we're gonna play along with it. I mean, Isaiah, yeah, you totally got cats, dude. Leo is definitely real. You're definitely seeing him.
I knew it. All this time, I knew it wasn't real.
I knew
But
it.
just to have somebody tell me for the first time in 13 years that my cat is not real. What about Sasha, Josh? Does she exist?
I don't know.
Have you seen her?
Isaiah, I didn't even know that you were imagining that cat. I didn't even... Are you imagining new cats, like, daily?
Dude, I got like so many kittens on my porch, it's not even funny.
Isaiah.
I got one named Kiera. I got one named Rowdy. I got one named Batgirl Cat, because she looks like Batman. She got a little cape and everything. Let's see. And then Gizmo. Yeah,
Wow.
Gizmo.
Well,
That's my dude right there. Me and him go way back to like 2 months ago when he came out the womb. Yeah.
came out the womb, and then came out the room, and then grabbed a broom.
Came out the room and then grabbed a broom and then went in the room. And then went in his tomb and then...
Oh.
Oh.
By the way,
Goodness,
DWA
girl,
Life.
disingenuous.
Yeah, exactly. DWA Life album coming out soon.
Speaking of DWA Life, speaking of DWA Life, let's talk about something kind of serious real quick before we close out the podcast. We do have more plans, obviously. We haven't posted a video on there in a while, like 2 weeks. That's not really planned. I'm technically supposed to be quarantined right now, so I'm not even really allowed to be around Josh. So that's kind of why we haven't recorded any skits. So that's why that hasn't happened. That's why we also haven't recorded any new reaction videos. Funny thing about some reaction videos.
Yeah.
We recorded 3 of them, had them all ready, and I installed a new SSD into my computer, and I downloaded some software that I'd guessed was not the correct software, and it swiped my entire hard drive with everything in it. So that's why that channel's like desert dry. Like just nothing going on in that channel. That channel's like only has like 14 subscribers, but it's dead. So yeah, but we're definitely going to be posting more videos. We have like seriously over 70 skit ideas that we can do. So just how to film them, how to make it the most enjoyable for you guys. That's what takes so long. And because our schedules just don't really match up all that well. So yeah, Josh works all week long, and then he has weekends off, and I never have weekends off. So yeah, that's kind of how that goes. But is there anything else you want to say before we close out this here episode 10? That's crazy, episode 10.
Episode 10.
That's monumental right there. We in the double digits now. We really up there.
We're going to be talking about this when we hit episode 100. Man, I'll tell you what.
We got 23 subscribers now, Josh, at episode 100.
Yeah.
You think it's time to just hang it up?
I mean, I don't know, Zay. We got like 4 likes on our last one. We should probably keep grinding. We've spent like years on it, like a year at least, and you're like, yeah, I think it's time to just throw in the towel and be like, dude, we got like a comment on that last one, dude.
We got like a comment on that last one, said keep going, y'all.
Yeah, and it was your mom. It was your mom, dude.
Yeah, it was your mom. Well,
oh,
it is what it is. We only have like 2 people that comment consistently. One is my mom, and the other one is my good friend Adela.
Shout out.
I appreciate you two commenting. Everybody else, anyway,
no comment.
there are some friends that I have that share it on their Facebook and stuff like that, but I don't know. A lot of people, especially like people middle-aged, higher, don't really listen to podcasts and stuff like that, and that's usually the people that are on Facebook, no offense. But yeah, we'll try to do some more promoting, get some stuff out there. We got an interesting email from a company recently to try to partner up with other podcasters, so maybe we'll think about doing that. I don't know, I gotta think on it, just to see if it's legit and stuff like that. Me and Josh probably need to talk about that more in depth.
Yes, sir.
But besides that, I hope that you guys have a good week coming up. Never stop chasing your dreams. Every single day is another opportunity to get what you need to get done. Whether that's cleaning your room, or buying a broom, or going in a tomb, or getting a new job, going to the...
Got a friend named Bob.
Got a friend named Bob. Went to the bog. Lost my job.
Hey, it's all right, man. He was a piece of shit anyway, dog. No.
It's a piece of shit job anyway.
Fuck that place, man.
Lost my job. Oh my god, I love those skits. They're so funny.
Many more to come.
Nah, I think that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, please, and please share. Please subscribe. It really means a lot when you guys comment and tell us to keep moving forward. It keeps us motivated. We're going to do these regardless because they're just fun to do. But yeah. Anything else to say, Josh?
I just want to tell you guys thank you very much. If you've been watching from episode 1 to episode 10, we love you very much. And if you're new to the channel,
if you've watched
welcome.
every episode.
Yeah, if you've watched every episode, big shout out. But
you're a legend, for real.
From like beginning to end, yeah, if you have. But
yeah.
Thank you guys very much. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you next week. And always remember to be yourself and stay true.